Kevin came in and sanded the windows, and it looks like new wood. Because you compare that to this, and it's just amazing the job that he did. And we took the door off, this door that leads to the hall, and he is scraping that. You're dusty. You are so dusty. But the floor, it has dust all over it. And
I did wear a mask.
we wore a mask. And then we have paint all over here. I scraped, I guess I was too ambitious last night. I said that I hope to get all this sanded too, and of course that didn't happen. It took forever just to do this door. So, yeah, what did I say? Took forever to scrape the paint off the door. So we are stopping for the night. It's about 7:30. Kevin, this is where he finished scraping. He said his back was hurting him, so he's going to stop for the night. And I finished scraping paint from off that. Didn't get started over here at all. And just did a little piece over here. And that's it for the day. But he did sand both of these windows, and I think they look terrific. Kevin is sanding this door. I told him that he was going to go in order and sand the doors in the order that I took the paint off. But we took this door off, and I want to be able to put it back up so that I can take the other one down and take the paint off it. So I told him I wanted him to sand this one first, and then we'll take the rest of the paint off this door tonight and hang it back up so that this door, I'll show you, the front of this door, the paint needs to come off of it. So, and this hardware will come off, and that's not original. I don't know if we have two Eustachian plates. I don't know if we have two that are Victorian. I know we have at least one that we won off of eBay. Anyway, so that's the plan for tonight, is to get this sanded, this completely sanded, and you can see he's done the sides, and then to finish this door. And this is the door. We have that one hung back up. We plan to stain it, just like all the other wood. And so we took this door off, and Kevin is going to take this plate off. And I personally, some people like these brass plates. It's not my thing. I like the original plates that came with the house.
Coppery color.
Yeah. And so Kevin's going to stop tomorrow, if he remembers, and see if the lady we've bought from in the past has any that we would have to have 4. Because you want both doors to match. Yeah. Well, yeah. Or you'd want the sides to match, I guess. Like, and then that has to come off too.
Get a little warm. And don't throw these away either, because if you put them in a yard sale or something, people will buy them.
Yeah, we had some from upstairs, and they all sold in a yard sale.
There's the old plate, and you can see the blue underneath it.
Yeah, that's the shape that it is supposed to be.
Yeah, oval.
Today is Tuesday, and Kevin took the dining room door off last night for me and laid it here. So that is the first thing I'm going to do today, is work on stripping this door. We hung this one back last night, and he put the hardware on it, the hinges, and he's going to go to a shop today and see if he can find a Eustachian plate for that. So first thing I'm going to do is try to strip this door. I've learned a little trick while I'm using this heat gun, and I'm sure everybody else knows this but me, but I've learned that if you, especially on this door that has multiple layers of paint, if I come over here and heat this up and raise a little bit of it and then leave it for about 5 minutes and go to another part and do the same thing, then I can come back. Now, this hasn't been sitting here that long, but then I can come back and pretty much peel this off the entire door without using that heat gun. And for me, I would rather not use the heat gun because I'm getting all those fumes in the room and probably in my lungs. So I would much rather come back. And you see how easy that peels up? Because I heated it up and then left it and came back instead of just trying to use the heat gun on the whole thing. So I just thought that was a neat little trick that if you move on to another section and give it a minute, it'll peel right up.
Okay, we got these door plates. We took the old brass door plates off the doors, and this was the shape of the original plates that go behind the doorknob, and I'm not even going to pretend to say that word, so this is it. So these are gone. They're no longer around. They were thrown away, given away, God knows what happened to them. So I went to this place called Cowgirl's Attic. It's in Lexington, Kentucky, and it's like a antique salvage place, and you walk in, they've got stuff everywhere. I mean, she was even complaining in there, I don't have any room to put anything. But they sell antique hardware, doors, everything you can imagine that's older, they have them. So I found some new Eustachian plates, is that how you say it? Eustachian plates. They're pretty cool looking. I like the looks of them a lot. I like the detail of them. And like I said, they're salvaged, so they're actually out of old houses and stuff. So they're not going to be perfect. You can see this one's got some rust on it. But I picked the best ones I could, and you get the best ones you can find, and then you use them. And I'm hoping, is it going to fit? Oh yeah, that covers them up really nice. I'm glad, because I was worried that they would be too small or too short or too round or too fat or whatever. It wouldn't cover up the old ones. So that looks really nice. Actually, these hadn't even been put out. She said they just got these, and they were still in a bucket. So I had to dig through this bucket. My hands were filthy. So I got 4 of those. These were $50.88 with tax. They were $12 a piece. I mean, they're not cheap, that's for sure. But I've looked on eBay, and eBay, they're really about the same price on eBay. Then you have to pay for shipping and stuff. So along with the same doors that these came off of, they also pulled the doorknobs off. Well, these are the doorknobs. Let me get one that one's got pretty good detail. I think the other one's actually better. Yeah, you can really see the detail in that one. Really see the detail around the edges. And these match these plates. And those will be really cool once we get them on there. Hold on. They'll look really nice. Don't you think they'll look nice? Mm-hmm. So the doorknobs, just the 4 doorknobs, were $38.16 with tax. So again, they're not cheap, that's for sure. But we wanted original. What was on there was something from Lowe's, nothing to knock Lowe's, but they were the brass plates and the cut glass plastic door handles, and we just didn't like those that much. So we wanted to get something original to the house. So what I'll probably do is take these and I don't know, I thought about using a green pad on them. What do you think? Using a green pad to scrub them up a little bit or something? They need to be scrubbed up because they got some little like texture, like a rusty kind of texture on them. I don't know. We'll have to play around with some stuff. And we might leave them. We might paint them. Don't know yet. We haven't talked about it yet. But I wanted to show you what I got today.
Kevin has sanded this door. And this is how far I've gotten. I will come back and do that. What is that bottom piece called?
Quarter.
The quarter round. I keep forgetting the name of it. I'll come back and do it because it's a beast. Because it's just so small. Anyway, I got to right there. And I got behind this door finished. So, and then Kevin... I wasn't stating how you feel. I was stating what you've done. He has sanded this door.
And this door.
I said that door.
I'm tired. I'm out of breath. The reason why? Yeah, this was all like this. I tried to sand it. It had a glue, I guess duct tape or something had been stuck all the way up the door. And I tried to sand it, and all it was doing was gooping up the sandpaper. So I said, well, I've got a paint scraper. So I went and got it, and I scraped that one strip. But then it's like, okay, I can't leave this one white strip that's really good wood and leave the rest of it dark brown, because if I try to stain it, I'll never match those colors. So I've been scraping for 45 minutes, half an hour.
That long?
It seems like 4 days, but I'm sure it hasn't been that long.
It was the color of this door.
Yeah.
So,
and now I almost wish I could have done that door.
Well, you could take it off the hinges and do it.
I don't think I have the energy for it. This is hard.
So that's really gonna be it's gonna be a different color. And it's a horrible, horrible noise.
Squeaky noise. Like nails on a chalkboard. But I'm gonna still scrape this, and then I'll sand it down again anyway, because it'll have to be sanded, but it won't take as much effort to sand this out. And then, but I think I found the trick for behind those posts on the mantle that we were worried about not being able to reach. This will be really good for that. So, yeah, I'm tired.
We got the door hung back up, and I finished the bottom part here, except for the quarter round. I have to go back tomorrow and do all the quarter round, which is almost the whole room. So there's bits and pieces I got here and there, but a lot of quarter round still to do. So that'll probably take me all day long. This is what I've been working on this afternoon, the mantle. I've taken the paint off the top and underneath here, and you can see all on the top there. And it just takes a long time. Period. It's been about 2 hours of work, but and I'm making a big mess. But that's okay. Little by little, I'll get it done, and it'll look. I'll show you from a distance. It's gonna look really pretty when we're finished with it, I think. Kevin did sanded this door completely, finished it. I refer to them as doors, even though they're not doors anymore. They're still doors to me. They're used to be doors. They're door frames. I showed them in a video. I think it was a vlog video. I finished this side of the mantle, and Kevin is about to finish the top of this door frame. Sanding. You can go ahead. Okay, it's about 7:45, and we're going to stop for the night. This is how far I got on the mantle. Started around that post, and then Kevin finished around the door, and he started the baseboard. Today is Saturday, and last night I worked until about 1 in the morning on the mantle, and Kevin helped me a lot. Kevin actually came in here and scraped all of the dark off the wood, and it will be dark. It's not going to stay light because this light wood looks cabin-y to me. It looks like a cabin. It will be dark, so never fear. But you see he scraped in the little grooves at the top and the bottom. And so last night he went through and scraped in the middle, and he stopped about right here. You see he needs to do all of that and go all the way around. He frankly got tired of scraping. So I will show you, I'm going to finish taking the paint off the mantle, and he's going to get back started doing that, and I will show you the tools that we bought to help him finish that. We went to a local hardware store to buy some replacement scraper blades. Kevin absolutely loves this tool for getting that baseboard, for scraping that stain off there. And so he needed some blades, and so we bought 2 of those. So we spent about $7 on blades there. And then we went to Lowe's and we spent about $52. We needed to buy outlet covers, and we chose white. I want a clean, crisp look, so white. And then he will replace, we have like a dimmer switch, and right now we do not need a dimmer for the dining room, so we will turn that back into a regular switch. He bought this wood filler. If you've watched all the videos, there was a little dental block, and when we removed those, it made a lot of little holes in the wood. This will fill up any cracks in the doors or holes or anything like that. This should do a good job. We'll have to let you know if it does. We'll probably show Kevin filling some of those holes. He bought some mineral spirits in case any paint gets spilled. I think he used a lot of this when we refinished our den. We bought this caulking, and I'm not sure what he'll use that for. Maybe he'll tell us later. We had to buy cloths, and this is for the stain. We will use these to apply the stain to stain the wood. He bought a set of good gloves, because the only gloves I have are cleaning gloves, and these are actually, they say, refinishing gloves, and so they should, we don't want his hands to get stained. We bought drop cloths. A lot of people invest in expensive drop cloths. We have redone room after room after room. I mean, we had another house and we redid all the rooms in that house. We've never had expensive drop cloths. We've always just used the plastic, and they've worked out fine for us. Then the last thing he bought was this new tool. It's a Warner paint and wall scraper. And since he is going to be scraping this finish off the mantle, he figured this would really help out because it's a lot wider than this. So it should take him a lot less time. And we went ahead and bought the replacement blade for that, because I'm sure he'll wear that down. So that's what we're going to get started on. Kevin, why did you buy this? What is this for?
To caulk in the gaps around between the family gaps between the wall and the woodwork, or
so gaps. So this is for gaps. So we're going to get started. I just wanted to go over all that. I'm trying to, as we buy things, I'm trying to let you know how much money that you might need to invest if you decide to do this. We also at Lowe's today looked at some paint colors, which we're not at all sure of. So we might bring those in here and hang them up on the wall or something like that, the paint chips. So anyway, that is it for now, and we're going to get started on more woodwork.
I bought this to scrape the walls, and it has 2 blades. It has a dull, like a flat edge blade, and it has a sharper blade. Well, I was going to try to switch it over to the sharper blade. You can't take the little screw out. It strips out. I've tried every screwdriver I have, and it's just turning in there. I mean, the Phillips actually made the metal go away. I'm going to try to get another one to see if maybe this is just a bad screw. If it does it on the new one, then I'll just take this and the blades back and just say I don't want it anymore. It's a piece of junk, you know. So I'm going to take another trip to the store. The only brand they have is this Warner brand, so we'll see. I got the heavy duty one. This one actually has a handle so where you can grab it and pull. This is made for heavy duty stripping. Bought an extra blade. It was like $12 more to replace this. I had to get this one, but I did try it out. This one has, if you take the back of it off, it has a part in here, and you can actually put it on there and unscrew it without having to get a screwdriver. So that's nice. So we'll try it out and see. Hopefully we do some major stripping. Alright, these are the two paint scrapers I've been using. The new one, and this is my old one. This one works really well for getting in here, like this area. And get in there and get in the small areas like that. This is curved like this, so it's really hard to get that bigger one in there. It worked really good for getting in this crack right here and things like that. For this area it works good, but you can see how wide it scrapes. This one, on the other hand,
this is the one you just bought at
this is the one I just bought at I'm sliding all over the floor. There's so much dust in the floor.
Hey, and I've cleaned it. Oh, that's nice. Oh, yeah. Haha, I love that. That is nice.
And I'm not putting as much effort into it either.
No. Your arms are going to look like He-Man when you're finished.
Yeah.
I see that you've done that. That looks beautiful.
Well, the sanding was taking too long because you literally do an area this big and you wear a whole piece of sandpaper out. So I was going through piece after piece of sandpaper. I wish I thought about getting one of these before.
So you don't have to use the sandpaper now?
I will have to go back and just smooth out, because this will leave like lines and ripples and stuff. And I'll have to just take a couple pieces of sandpaper, probably do the whole baseboard, just to smooth all that scraping out.
Okay.
Because stain you'll be able to see all that scraping if you don't sand it again.
Okay.
You'll be able to see all the little lines and stuff. So, because you can kind of see the lines right here. You can see the lines going down. That would all show up if see all these lines?
Yeah.
That would all show up if you stain it. It would look just like
Right,
that.
so you're going to sand over that.
So I will take that piece of that sander on the end and just kind of run all the way up and down the thing.
So you just have this to go, though, and then you'll start on the mantle. And this is where I've gotten on the mantle. This looks awful right now, but the paint's off of it, so we just have to scrape it, just like he's doing over there on the wall. He'll have to come over to this mantle and do the same thing. And I'm still working on this post, but it's time to take a break and eat dinner. So when I get back, I'll finish working on this post. I've had a fun time getting behind these posts. Been quite the challenge, but I'm getting there little by little. You just do piece by piece and you keep going and you can't give up.